Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Rebel Woods Trading Plan. I am your host, Jojo Woods. And just a reminder again, this show is for educational purposes only and not professional financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. Jumping right into the chart of the ES, if you remember, our trading plan yesterday was to wait on the market to kind of give us a direction. We were to be aware of this zone as it had been tested twice previously. That it was a weaker zone, and any open close to or below that should be looked at with caution as a bounce back. To our supply level up here would be unlikely. We'd be looking more for a continuation downwards to our demand zone at 2765 to 2762. So as you can see, the market did open right in the middle of this zone and showed a little weakness early on. It did start falling down towards our zone around midday to about 2 o'clock. We had a little choppy action. We did have a move back up through the zone. It was not a conviction move, and what we mean by that is take for example this move over here. That is a conviction move up because you have strong candles leading in one direction, so you have a relatively rapid rise away from the zone. Compare that with what's happening over here. You have some candles going up, some candles coming down. They're relatively compressed, so forming more of a base there. So this was not a conviction move up, and we're not looking for it to reach that supply zone, as that indicated that this demand level that had been broken through, as we stated, it was a weakened zone. So we're still looking at an ultimate target to be the demand level of 2765. And as you can see, eventually right about 1 o'clock this afternoon, the market finally did roll over. And if you'll notice these candles over here, that is a conviction move down and hit our target there, our zone at 2765, 2762. I think the ultimate low of the day was right around 2764. So that was our plan. That was, again, you plan to trade, and if you're smart, you traded the plan. Once we saw that demand level broken to the downside, we were looking for it to eventually hit this zone, which it did. Okay, so going forward into tomorrow, this zone remains valid as kind of a neutral zone. Should the market open above that, we will be looking for it to hit our first supply zone there, looking for a bounce back from that supply zone back down into the neutral zone, as our close was at 2774, so pretty close to this zone again. So an open above that zone tomorrow, we'll be looking for it first to bounce right around the 2786, 2788 supply level, back down to that 2765, 2776, 2774 area. Open below that zone, we will be looking for it another continuation down to the 2765, 2762 level. Once it bounces off that, we'll be looking for it to return yet again to the 2775, 2778 zone. So for the most part, these levels all remain valid as areas of supply and demand, depending on where the market opens tomorrow. We're not looking, there hasn't been too much volatility, so again, not really looking for the price to break through. Of course, nothing is guaranteed in this market. It can do whatever it wants, but if price does open below our first our yellow supply demand zone, depending on where it opens, we will be looking for this to hold for at least one retest. It's not quite weak yet. You can see these candles relatively close together, so you can consider that just one test of that zone. So we'll need another retest before we can say with conviction that it may break down to the downside to the lower zone there, 27.45. So again, it may happen, but we're looking for it to kind of bounce off. If it does start off to the downside, we'll look for it to bounce off this zone first. So those are my views for the market tomorrow. No major news coming out tomorrow, no major earnings that may impact the market. So we're looking for a relatively clean trading day. It is a Friday. Keep that in mind. On Friday, you may have lower volume than usual, but overall, it should be another pretty good trading day.